What's up, my dudes, and welcome back. Last episode, we finally got the Imbued Heart after years of Slayer and hard focusing superior Slayer tasks for the last several months. I am extremely happy getting that clog out of the way and being able to shift my focus onto more exciting grinds, and believe me, we have a lot to do still. Sailing has been released by the time this video is out, and I'm sure there will be tons of new clogs to go for that you're not going to want to miss. Now, let's get into the episode. We do a lot of Slayer bossing, so that's why we have such a high Slayer level. I mean, I've ran into several other people that have a pretty high Slayer XP, and they don't have an Imbued Heart, but most of the time, they have done a lot of Slayer bossing as well, like I have. But the Imbued Heart was obtained around 45.7 million Slayer XP. All right, second superior of the task. Imagine getting like a back-to-back Imbued Heart, bro. That would be epic. I don't even care anymore, dude. It's such a good feeling, bro. Such a good feeling.
Slayer task completed.
All right, Kiradol, what you got? Aberrant Specters, we'll take it. What's our stored task? Smoke Devils. I think I want to do the Smoke Devils first. Yeah, we'll do our Smoke Devils task, and then we'll go do Aberrant Specters.
Slayer task completed.
All right, Kiradol. What's our next task? Ooh, we have Fire Giants. That means that we need to go back to Royal Titans. The last thing that I need on the log at Royal Titans is just the pet, if I'm not mistaken. Currently 511 KC, all we need is the pet. Finally, now that we have the Imbued Heart, now we're looking more for tasks that are boss tasks, for pets, or like the Jar of Stone, or something like that. So this is good. Yeah, we'll definitely do this. This is good. Taking a break from Slayer to run a quick CM, there's a lot of things we still need from Chambers, and now that we have 75 CM KC, we are officially dry for a Twisted Ancestral kit. 46. He did. Good luck.
Oh my god.
Good luck.
Nothing. All that for nothing. It is about time. That was definitely over 5k pickpockets. That was actually over 6k pickpockets. I don't know the exact amount, because if you see here, I do have loot tracker of over 83,000 pickpockets. I don't really want to clear this just because it's kind of cool to look at. Finally got our blood shards. We've been here for, I would say, about 12 hours in total. Yeah, this one took a little while, guys, but cool. Got our blood shards. We can move on to something else. I am going to probably finish this inventory real quick since we're already here. We gained almost 2 million thieving XP while going for these at about a 200k XP per hour rate. These blood shards are going to be very important for what we are going to be doing very, very soon.
Slayer task completed.
303 Aberrant Specters killed. Dude, these bracelets of slaughters, man. Really good. All right, Kiradol. Drakes. Okay. We're not looking for superiors anymore, so I'm debating on skipping this, to be honest. Ideally, I would like to block any boss tasks that I don't need anything from, because those are typically going to take the longest. Drakes is a faster task than Cave Kraken. I can kill 71 Drakes way faster than I can like 200 Cave Kraken, or, you know, some other type of boss. Usually boss tasks take a lot longer, so, you know, I'd much rather do a normal Slayer task than a boss task. Good luck. Yay!
I hate you. I fucking hate you.
I was due, man. It's been a while for me.
If that's a light bearer, we're fighting. We're fucking fighting if that's a light bearer.
Just for everybody that doesn't know about this, the light bearer that Wyatt got on the last chest that he got, that light bearer, he put it in the group storage and it got deleted.
Yep. We love to see it.
He's not very happy about it. All right. Be a shadow. Be a shadow. Rub it in Wyatt's face. Be a shadow or a light bearer.
I'd be more upset about a light bearer, to be honest with you. I'm serious. If that's a light bearer, we're fighting.
Are you that mad you're gonna leave the Discord?
Yep.
I already kicked you. For the back-to-back. Good luck, fellas.
Good luck.
Nice.
Okay. Pretty nice.
Good luck. Take my pants and
Now it's
boots
time
off.
for the... Oh, I don't have pants. I see. Depressing, man.
Okay, so back to Slayer. We are going to test out the Shadow at Drake's. Wyatt said that it's pretty good. He's done it on his main account before. So, I mean, I've never even heard of this method. Apparently, I looked up Drake strategies, like Drake Slayer task strategies on the wiki, and they do have a layout for this. So, we're pretty much taking max mage. I did end up buying the Confliction gauntlets too, just cuz, I mean, why not? It is the new best in slot mage glove. It does give 7% magic damage bonus instead of Tormented Bracelets plus 5. So that should give us a max hit, I think. And then on task, it might even give us like a couple more. I haven't looked. I'm not sure. But I'm curious to see what this is like because I've never killed Drakes with magic before, especially, you know, with the Shadow, of course. Let's go give it a go. Let's go see what this is like. Obviously, since I'm not wearing an anti-fire dragon shield, I do need to bring extended super anti-fires, and I cannot let this potion run out, because if I let this potion run out, it's gonna hurt, dude. I mean, you can also dodge the fire, I guess, but I'm kind of lazy about that, so... I mean, first thoughts, it's not that bad, but I will say that this is a much more expensive method. These potions are more expensive, and then every shot with the Shadow, obviously. You just have to really pay attention to the potion timer. And obviously don't get in melee range, because if I get in melee range, they're probably going to smack me up. These drop raw anglerfish now. I realized a couple of tasks ago that I got shark lures as a drop, which that was a new item put into the game. And they were obviously added to the Drake's drop table, because they definitely were not on that drop table before. I don't think I've ever gotten noted raw anglerfish from these either. So I feel like that's a new drop added to these somewhat recently, because I don't think I've ever gotten that before. That's kind of weird. $75 was our max hit. That's pretty good. I'm not mad about that. Okay, so second thoughts so far. It has been 15 minutes and we are over halfway done with the task. This is definitely a lot faster. I mean, it's more expensive for sure, but this is a lot faster of a task. Every time we get Drakes, we might be doing this in the future. I mean, who would have thought, right? Like a mega rare weapon is good. Like I'm gonna get the whole task done in one 4-dose extended super anti-fire potion. I brought 4, dude. I didn't know how good this was gonna be. I brought 4, so definitely only need to take 2, I guess. And I am using Mystic Vigor the whole time. Big good, dude.
Slayer task completed.
All right, man, let's get out of here. Not bad. That whole task was under 30 minutes. So I think that task normally takes me like a little over an hour. So it looks like with the Shadow, that literally cut the time down in half. I would say that's worth it. I thought that I was going to be going through more of these extended super anti-fire potions, and I thought that the task wouldn't be that fast. I would say it's worth the cost. To save that amount of time, I would definitely say it's worth the cost of switching over to using the shadow there. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that. All right, Kirdall, what you got? Dust Devils. Okay, cool. All right, Ohm, give me a twisted kit, man. It's time that I get a twisted kit. I'll take a dust too. Or nothing. That's fine too. Good luck. Yeah, that was a 5-man skill, so it was as if there was 5 people in the raid with us. Good luck. Look.
Purple? No, come on. Ah, they got me.
Good luck.
Nope.
Okay, so we're gonna kind of have a weird shift here. I am kind of venturing outside of what my current Slayer task is. We've been doing a lot of Slayer lately. But anyway, I'm gonna try and switch this up a little bit. There's one boss that I never get a task of, and that is Sarachnis. And I got this 569 KC. I think I only did maybe like 30 or 40 KC at Sarachnis before I found a video a long time ago by a friend. Some of you guys may know who a friend is, but he did a video, and I think that the method that he did in that video almost 3 years ago is still really viable today. Basically, you're in full tank gear, and it's pretty much AFK. Here's another thing. By being in full tank gear, you're definitely it's going to be more expensive because you are going to be making use of the Bloodfury. And blood shards obviously aren't cheap, but we just thieved 2. I don't use the Bloodfury except for at a few places. This is one of those places where I think it would be worth using. I'm going to camp the Lightbearer, I think. I am also bringing a Sarah Godsword. I don't remember exactly what my inventory was whenever I was doing this a long time ago. I was actually really impressed with this method when I did it almost 3 years ago. And I think my inventory looked something like this. I don't really remember. I didn't even have the inventory setups plugins back then. So I didn't save an inventory setup, but I'm pretty sure it went something like this. So we're going to give this a go. We're just going to kind of AFK this, man. We only need the pet and the jar. We're still not even close to drop rate for either of them. The jar is 1 in 2k, I want to say, and the pet, I think, is 1 in 3k. We already have all the combat achievements there, so really all we need is the pet and the jar. And I guess I'll also say that my inventory might alter a little bit, but it might change a little bit. If it does, I will update you guys. I am camping the Din's Bulwark, which surprisingly isn't bad as a melee weapon. Like, I think I can hit like 50s with this thing. Kind of crazy. Obviously in full tank gear, except I'm not wearing the Ring of Suffering. You could opt to bring the Ring of Suffering. I kind of like the Lightbearer though, because I get more SGS specs, which is more prayer. So that's why I'm opting to bring the Lightbearer instead of the Suffering. Look at the defense bonuses, man. In a friend's video, he is wearing he bought an Elysian. He bought an Ellie, and he was using Fang, which is even better, obviously. I mean, you're more tanky with an Ellie, and then you do more damage with a Fang. So Ellie and Fang would be ideal for this situation, but I don't have that kind of money to just go drop on an Ellie at the moment. And I think this works just fine. This is what I did a long time ago, and I was impressed with it already. So we're just going to send this. I think it'll be fine. But we're just going to kind of go mess around, dude. See if we can't pull a jar or a pet. That'd be sick. You know, it's not 100% AFK, especially if you had the Ellie and the Fang like a friend did in his video. I think this would be a lot more AFK, at least for right now from what I'm noticing. It's not 100% AFK, but it's pretty damn chill, dude. It's pretty easy. Maybe if I brought the Saturated Heart would be a good combo too, just to have some higher mage defense. The higher your mage level, the higher your magic defense is as well. So maybe that would be a good idea. Ring of Suffering plus the Saturated Heart, and just rely on double death charge first to bring spec back instead of the light bearer. Maybe we try that our next trip or something. Okay, so I guess that's going to conclude our trip here. I mean, we might be able to do more kills, but we're out of food and only have a few more pots left. But that was a 47 and a half minute trip. Another thing too, what I might try out, since now that we have double death charge, I might actually bring the Suffering. I'm going to activate the Suffering too, because that little bit of chip damage is going to help as well. Just to try and get that mage minion down pretty quick, because that mage minion is definitely where we're taking the most damage from. I think I might also bring the Saturated Heart. The Saturated Heart is just to add a little bit more mage defense. We'll take 10 prayer potions and 8 food. I think this is kind of what the inventory is going to be looking like right now. We also switched up the Ring of Suffering and the Imbued Heart. Other than that, everything else is the same. We're going to try this and see how AFK this next trip is going to be. That trip was 47 and a half minutes long, and we did 22 KC. Let's go see what this setup is going to look like.
Another groovy key.
Huh. Must forgot about this drop. Guess that's another thing. These groovy keys sell for 40k each right now. A little bit extra money. We'll take it. Well, we have officially hit 600 KC. That is 31 KC since we started. Okay, so that's going to be our last kill for this trip. That lasted 53 and a half minutes. And if you notice, I still have another food. I have 2 dose Divine Super Combat. I think maybe I could have brought like 2 more prayer potions. We did get a food drop. I forgot the Sarachnis has a food drop. I would take this setup over the light bearer. This was definitely a lot more chill, and we ended up lasting several more kills. We got a total of 25 kills that trip, to where the one before was 22 kills in the other trip. So this seems to be better. It was way more chill. I mean, a lot less clicking. So I definitely think that this will be a better setup to go with than with the light bearer. While I'm doing this grind, I wanted to test out some other methods. I want to see if there are any cheaper methods than tank melee with Bloodfury that are still semi-AFK. So this trip, I am trying out Mage with the Shadow, and if you are ever using Range or Mage here, you want to stand on this tile directly next to the Bloody Coffin, because sometimes one of the minions will spawn on the other side of the room and won't see you or attack you. They'll just kind of wander around and never come to attack you unless you move. The boss will also never melee you, so since you won't ever be in melee range, this means that you can camp prey range and negate all damage coming from the boss. I'm going to save you the time and just let you know that we got 16 KC this trip, which was a lot less than the tank melee method. Kill time was slightly faster, but only by around 30 seconds per kill, but way less kills per trip, and ended up being less kills per hour. Also, the thing with this method is, if you run out of food, you're kind of screwed and have to rebank. You're in robes, and if the melee minion spawns and sees you, he might get one hit on you before you kill him, if not more, and you will take some damage. We're going to try out the Missouri and Tbow next. So we just got done trying out the Mage method with the Shadow, and it was pretty good. The max hit with the Shadow was 69, haha, funny number. The max hit with the Tbow is 59. The thing with the range method, I don't know if Tbow is actually going to be better than, like, say, like Bowfa or something, but I will say with the Tbow, I'm much more tanky in the fortified Missouri, so that helps. And also with the range method, I can bring a blowpipe for if one of these guys do get pretty close to me. I can blowpipe spec them. I have a spec wep to get me back some health, or to just quickly kill them, so I can slap back on the Tbow and get back to killing the boss. You know, I'm just looking at other methods that could be cheaper. Obviously, a Tbow isn't really cheap, but I'm just looking at alternate methods to be able to AFK this boss. And for me, I think I'm enjoying this method more than the full melee method with the door and Bloodfury. I think this is pretty chill. I think I might even downgrade my dragon arrows to amethyst arrows. I don't think dragon arrows are absolutely necessary. I think I might actually switch from melee to this and save my blood shards, man. All right, we do have a total of 683 total KC now. I'm really enjoying the Tbow method. I kind of probably should try out the full crystal and Bowfa method to see if it's even better than the Tbow. The full crystal and Bowfa's accuracy is just really good. Tbow can kind of noodle a little bit, but I did swap for amethyst arrows this time because I don't think dragon arrows are really necessary. Just saving some cost by using amethyst arrows. But I really enjoyed this. I'm really enjoying this a lot more than the melee method. To end this trip, we got a total of 17 KC, so one more than the Shadow, but this was definitely more enjoyable than the Shadow method, in my opinion, mainly just because you are a lot more tanky and have the option to blowpipe spec if needed. I guess I will also note that since we aren't having to chase the boss around the room, we aren't wearing Arania boots. We are wearing max treads for the bonuses, with auto retaliate on to make it more AFK. But 17 KC trip with amethyst arrows, not bad. Let's test out the Bowfa. Okay, so this time we are going to be trying out the Bowfa and full crystal method, the exact same thing, just with Bowfa and full crystal. We are starting this trip with an even 700 total KC, so I'll see how many kills I can get in this trip. We are bringing one more prayer potion than what I did with the Tbow, so that might affect it a little bit, but we'll just see. But we're starting with 700 total KC. Let's see if this seems to be better than the Tbow. Because we're using the full crystal and the Bowfa, which doesn't need ammunition, I'm also able to bring the Rada's Blessing 4, which gives me 2 more prayer bonus. So that's going to make my prayer pots last longer too. So also with the crystal and Bowfa, obviously you get the accuracy and damage bonus. So I'm curious if this is going to outbeat the Tbow. Well, we are 6 KC in, and I can already tell you that the kills are going much, much faster with the Bowfa rather than the Tbow. It's about a whole minute faster a kill. With the Tbow, I think I was averaging about 3.5 minutes per kill, sometimes even 4 minutes if the Tbow is noodling. With the full crystal and Bowfa, I'm averaging about 2 minutes a kill, so it's definitely better. I haven't been back to Sarachnis in a really long time, and I've been kind of toying around with different methods to like make this as AFK as possible. I think I found it. The full crystal and Bowfa is actually better than like full Missouri and Tbow. And if you stand on this spot, that melee guy kind of fucks off over there. He doesn't come over. He doesn't ever wander over here.
I like that.
And now with double death charge too, like you don't even have to have light bearer, so I can use my Venator ring. It's pretty good, dude. I'm actually kind of surprised. This isn't even mentioned on the Sarachnis strategies on the wiki. It's not even mentioned. Now, the Sarachnis Shadow and using magic is mentioned, but range isn't. And this is way cheaper than using the Shadow. So we are ending this trip here because our inventory is literally full and we still have prayer pots. This is crazy better compared to every other method we have tried so far. This trip was 22 KC and around the same time the other trips took, which means the time to kill was a lot faster. If you want to AFK Sarachnis without the use for blood shards, this is it. I'm more surprised that this isn't mentioned on the wiki at all. But we are going to continue with the Bowfa method for a while because this is so chill and easy and I get to save my blood shards. Don't forget to subscribe. I put out a new video every 2 weeks, and we already have gained 145 new collection logs since we started the series. And when this episode hits, sailing will already be out, so I'm sure there will be a lot of stuff that comes with that. We're almost at 1K subs, and you can help us get there. Don't forget. Alright, well, our first Sarachnis cudgel of this grind so far. That was 204 kills we have done since we have started this grind. They're so cheap, man. 113k for a halfway decent crush weapon, too, I would say. The drop rate of a Sarachnis cudgel is 1 in 384. But I believe that is my second one I've ever gotten from this boss in 773 KC. So if it's 1 in 384, that's about right. 800 total kills. Second Sarachnis cudgel of this grind. KC 290 since we started. We continue. 900 total KC now. We're going to try out like the normal melee method. We're just going to see how many kills we can get in a trip like this. I don't even know if this is like a great inventory to set up with. I mean, it's kind of similar to the range setup that I bring, but you know, we're just going to try out the normal melee method, see the difference between the range method that I've been doing versus the normal melee. I am using Arania boots so that way we don't get trapped by the spider web. I'm using a bludgeon. It is my best in slot crush weapon as of right now. Bloodfury, you know, pretty much what the wiki shows. We are also starting with a total of 914 KC. So, but we're gonna try it to see how good it is compared to the range method that I've been doing, because I think that range method is super chill. I do not mind that at all. We're just gonna compare it to the normal melee method. Okay, so that is going to do it for this trip. I mean, I still have more super combat and prayer potion, but I think it'd probably be better to use the standard spellbook so that way I can high out all these rune items, man, because my inventory is getting filled up with like these rune items. But that was a 40 kill trip, and that whole time took just over 41 minutes for 40 kills. So that comes out to be about a minute per kill. The Bowfa method was about 2 minutes per kill on average, maybe 2 minutes 10 seconds, something like that. So it is twice as fast, but obviously with the Bloodfury going, it is a much more expensive method to do. So, you know, if you want to spend the money for a little bit faster, obviously Bloodfury would be the way to go. If you don't want to spend the money on a Bloodfury using a corrupted Bowfa, you're not having to spend any money on any of those shots. It's a lot cheaper to do it that way, and the kills are 2 minutes long instead of 1 minute long. It's not that big of a deal, in my opinion. I'd say as far as AFK goes, this melee method with the Bloodfury is just as AFK as the Bowfa method. The thing that makes it really AFK is the Arania boots. If you have the Arania boots, that means that you're never getting caught by the web. That means you can camp pray melee the whole time because you're never getting stuck where Sarachnis can range you. And it's a lot easier, but it is more expensive because of the Bloodfury. As you can see, we are at 954 KC now, so that was an even 40 KC that trip. And I even typed in the chat box down here, that's what we started that trip with, was 914 KC. So pretty good, man. But I am going to switch my spellbook back to the standard spellbook, so that way I can bring high alks for all the rune items. There's our third Sarachnis cudgel. Okay. And that is 1000 KC, 1100 KC, 1200 KC, oh man, Nature Talisman. That's the first time I've had that drop in 661 total KC now since we started. The drop rate for a nature talisman, oof, 1 in 4,267. Ouch, dude. That is more rare than the pet and the jar. I am not wearing a ring of wealth. So yeah, ouch. That sucks, dude. 1,300 KC now. See if we can get the kill. Come on. Nice. Barely made that one. All right, 1,400 total KC. Okay, well, our fourth Sarachnis cudgel, right at an even 850 KC. $1,500 KC. Only 69 more until we have killed Sarachnis 1,000 times. 69 more kills. Funny number, baby. And there it is. 1,000 Sarachnis KC has been completed. We'll check the log real quick. As you can see, we are now at 1,569 total kills. Still no pet or jar, unfortunately. The loot tracker is only showing 995 KC though. I don't know where it lost 5 KC from, but yeah. Oh, and of course I have a connection lost. Thank you, Jagex servers. I'm glad that I just walked out of the room. All right, well, I'll be right back, I guess. Okay, and so we are back. I don't know what that DC was all about. We are now at a total of 1,569 KC. But as I said, my loot tracker is only showing 995 KC. I don't know why it lost 5 KC. But even with 995 total KC tracked, I think we have a pretty good idea of the boss still being profitable, even with using blood shards. But like I was saying before we disconnected, still no pet or jar, so we will still have to come back here and kill the boss some more at a chance for the pet in the jar, which is fine. This boss is super chill. Like, I do not mind doing this boss at all. But anyways, on to the next grind. I bet you didn't catch that we now have 1,219 total collection logs. You really think I'm going to leave you guys empty-handed? Let me pull this light bearer, you know. You know how it be. It's always a light bearer. Okay.
Oh,
I need those. That's a new collection log for me. I needed those. Yeah, that's the only thing I need now is Shadow. That's it. Oh, and Wyatt got something too.
You fucking kidding me, bro? I mean, I could do fucking Sarachnis, I guess.